because I'm burned through Gideon's health bar. Doesn't flash out of the flag and drag. Light's over the wall. Calix picks up the first blood, but he is very low, and Light is relatively untouched and ignored in this one. No flash for the Croc, and it's just going to be a matter of seconds. Oh my god, Light starts the back. He didn't even want the kill. He wants the reset instead. Weibo successfully defend their bot side jungle. When we thought he was
gonna die
out of his jungle, is now 2-0 ahead. Stabilized. And Tien, oh, you were right. I was wrong. You know what? This is we get over the wall in time. But it seems like he stalled out long enough. Good punt out from Chris. Tien and Chris took 3 turret shots, by the way, just to make sure Bree doesn't die. And yeah, you know what, Chris? Sits on top of Tien. They're trying to get the shutdown, and they will before Xiaohu lands through. That is claimed by Calix as he goes dominant form. Breathe. They're going after Q on the back end, but he gets stunned up, locked out, and the magic carpet comes down. Breathe is trapped with no way out, and there's no way for Weibo and friends to save him.
We just don't have enough damage. Once Jarvan is dead, that kind of is a large portion of our damage in the early game here. It is as
well, but the transcended Jiwoo on this Yunara is pumping a ton of damage. Gets knocked up by Xiaohu, but he's not going to go after the Yunara. He instead goes to try and taunt many members of Nongshim. Back out, go back in with the hero's interest. Jiwoo is going to get knocked off to the side. Calix not close enough for a Cold of the Meek, but it doesn't matter. Gideon with Jiwoo's damage is more than enough to just barrel through all of Weibo. Flash forward comes across for Gideon, wants to pick up a third. Make it a fourth. They're looking for Bree with the flame spinner, but Nongshim just run Weibo execution. But the Vault Breaker cease and desist combo. Gideon locks down Breathe under the turret, and now Light gets caught, has to flash, but Kingan's damage and Gideon's Vault Breaker find the trade. The cooldowns reset, and Gideon wants more. Calix outplays the dive, and everything on the map is just going Nongshim's way.
So many turrets out.
Assist though onto Tien. He takes a couple of turret shots. He takes about 3 of them. Has to flash himself out. Breathe wants to go after with a flash of his own, but he falls into the wall, and Jiwoo finds the trade. Yunara transcended. Let's see how many autos he can get down. The Pop Blossom onto 3 is definitely gonna give him enough value to just turn into a living machine gun and ram down Weibo under their own tier. Light's already dead. It's once again Tien to secure a big objective, but the Pop Blossom is just bigger. Bree tries to get back towards Jiwoo, but there isn't enough damage. Xiaohu to rescue it. No, an ace in the Baron pit for Nongshim. Over the wall, Breathe goes in the background. Here comes the hero's entrance through again. The knockups land. GA off of Jiwoo. Nongshim are going to have to fight without their big 80 carry. He finally respawns, but is immediately bopped back down by Xiaohu. The crowd control and the superior front line shows up once again. A complete seesaw of a game 1, but Weibo have found a way to make their fight sing. It's only Kingan trying to delay time once more, but it's a Weibo ace with 4 up. Are they going to backdoor this game, Hulk?
No, I don't think that's possible. They don't have enough damage right now. It's just going to be Xiaohu getting...
Dragon is at 2.5k health, and Calix knows he flashes onto Tien and makes sure that Nongshim secure the soul. Tien re-engages on a Jiwoo, but he's far too low, and the Yunara untouched again is a big, bad problem for Weibo to deal with. These fights have gone back and forth, and now it's Nongshim trying to swing back.
What?
They lost Jiwoo, and Breathe is on win now. They can't go for anything else. They dump a ton of damage into Lehens. This game has been defined by a lot of things. The early jungle starts. Everyone coming in the backside of the fight, and the untouched Yunara might just be Weibo's undoing. All these GAs popped, but Jiwoo is just rolling through all these Weibo health bars, and with his own GA, he's going to shut down Breathe and come back up firing once more. Like it's a really close redemption. Some on to 4 from Lehens. Chris dives in after the Yunara. Jiwoo is now down. Can they? Who finds the Elder? That's who's going to win this fight. And it's Gideon that secures it. Back into the back end. Those Tien. He drops the counter to 2. Kingan gets popped.
What?
Heads out of the GA, dies. It's only Calix with no GA to contest with versus the top side of Weibo. No Elder. No problem. Weibo are going to win a climactic start to our series.
How the hell do you get Infernal Soul and the Elder and you lose? Nongshim, what the hell happened here? Weibo, down everything. Down gold, down experience, down objectives. Find game number 1 by any means necessary.
No gold, no objectives, just vibes. And a goated jungler in Tien. Started off hot, ends even hotter.
To play.
I jumps through, he flashes out of the turret wrench, And Tien is once again dialed with his second first blood of our series.
Grubs, but if there's a later dragon,
Says he's going to re-engage into a 4-man shockwave, and Weibo are completely stunned. Calyx gets his revenge. Light flashes with a blade collar to get one back, but that is a measly morsel. Just double onslaught hits onto Light, and they cut down the Xayah where she stands. Tarek finally gets the trade back, but Xiaohu gets rounded and knocked up. It's the power of the Scion CC coming through for Nongshim. Will be picked off with a juicy shutdown. The Tien will claim. Good play there back from Weibo, but it comes at a cost as always.
here for Calyx, I really wish Breathe had...
Coming through here. It's a killer instinct 4 for Jiwoo, but immediate kick from Tien. He flashes himself back out. Blade caller from halfway across the screen. Light gets the kill on the Hens. Tien, he wants to kick on to Jiwoo. They're going to use the Cosmic Radiance. Can they get the Kaisa down before? No. Transcends into a godlike form. Will come out of it and Killer Instinct back towards his team as they lose Crisp already. Flashes from Gideon, but the custom will still land here. Tien's going to ward hop forward, and Gideon will be everywhere. But as Jiwoo finds the kill, they realm warp in. Light's going to try to get a kill. We'll see it back. He gets a good blade caller down. Tarek to the rescue to make sure. Gonna eat the turret, gonna get blown up. Light completely out of position and ruins all of Weibo's momentum. And oh boy, they hit the Void Seeker on the Breathe, and Jiwoo flies right after him and has no problem cutting down the Aatrox. Light's misposition is to the dismay and demolishment of Weibo.
That was
on the front side of this fight, and a Scion comes out of the top screen with a deadly teleport flank. Weibo went desperation mode for not to kind of try and save this game too, and they come up with nothing but grains of sand. And of course his flash. Good little look on the shockwave to at least trade some summoners. But Weibo will complete the dive, as always at a cost.
I'm okay with this though. Nongshim just end the game.
Scion ult knocks the turrets down low. Cosmic Radiance is going to make them very strong to fight in these close quarters. And oh my god, it's Jiwoo again. He's just running down Breathe. There's the kill found in the fountain. Another stun from her hands into this Tien Lee Sin. It's one Nexus turret that's doing a lot of work though. Light getting some of these blades down, but the blade caller falls short and he doesn't even cast his Feather Storm or his Flash. But I guess reflect on the Calyx, but he finds Jiwoo, and oh my god, that is AD carries balance and all of their holy matrimony. Jiwoo comes in at the last second, shuts down the flank, shenanigans, but this time Nongshim will retain a massive gold lead and win the game behind it. We go the distance in our first ever match of the ASI knockout stage.
There it is. Okay, let's get over to game number 3. Let's House. You will just get blown.
It gets the stun. One more auto from Light with the lethal tempo. No,
He's
and
dead.
The turret's actually going to get heads for his blood. Oh, Light.
Because you know that you have an advantage. You know that Jinx is weak. And, I mean, she only has... Oh, God, Breathe is probably dead too now.
Yeah, Pillar for the slow. Breathe doesn't even flash. The flash over the wall. The Pillar, though, is really well placed there from Gideon. And the gold-leading Light Caitlyn is cut down.
Full grub, that does go over to Weibo, but...
All
no!
Right. Okay.
Oh!
It was all bait. Light drops the ace of the hole, gets the kill on the bot side. We see Jiwoo. Oh boy, they're gonna get the Jinx the reset. There it goes. Jiwoo gets excited. Breathe. You cannot hold on to that flash much longer, my friend. Trundle Pillar's gonna force it out. Laheads goes after him for a grand entrance. It's a little short.
Side lane gold for Azir is nice. He'll finish.
Crisp has the repel if he needs it. Does get knocked up, or maybe he doesn't have the repel. He's cut down first. Xiao has to use the Emperor's Divide defensively, but the Trundle Pillar and the power of Jinx. Xiaohu's flank is brought to a grinding halt. In the hole, Light gets a kill back here, but the problem is Jiwoo is accelerated, and Breathe is the next one to learn to pay the toll. Nice little slam there from Kingin, and there's nothing for Light to do.
Them away from the mid lane. Maybe they even get themselves an excited proc here. See that Jiwoo is connecting with the rest of the team as Gideon.
Out by another clutch Trundle Pillar, but I love the Spear of Visage second from Gideon. I think it's actually really cracked. Mainly because you're looking at Elise, Jax has some AP, and then the rest of his team, and now Gideon's unleashed. Not a good recipe for this Jax that really needs those levels.
Damn.
And just time to scale. For a good headshot, so at least Light gets one kill back. It supports traded. Oh my god, Light's damage is ludicrous. On to Kingin. Gideon having to block the ace of the hole. That would have been a rescue this at all. No. They're going to have to secede their mid laner. The clock is about to get sped up because Baron is here. Nongshim won't have the side lanes in the best spot. Xiaohu's now trapped up next to the pillar. Giddy just needs to finish the Baron. Tien can't get it. He tries to flash desperately, but it goes down. And Jiwoo gets excited off the Baron and doubles up on the kill on top of Tien. Charm knock up onto Light. That was a served up supper for Giddy and munched down on, courtesy of Lehens. Breathe with the Counter-Strike stun is just going for a desperate play. It's Xiaohu with a huge flick back, but it was too little, too late with a Game 3 win over Weibo.
That's going to be Nongshim going and waiting for tonight's opponents. BNK Fearex versus D plus Kia. And now Weibo waiting for either of these opponents in the lower bracket.